The work is at a complete standstill.
We've been pushing hard to complete the tower as early as possible so that we can avoid days like this for any of the high work. As you can see, there's nothing going on in the air. It's rainy and windy.
At these extreme heights, the danger from the heavy rain and winds is magnified. Moving around on slippery wet steel is inviting a fatal misstep. The delicate task of maneuvering heavy sections of track into place is out of the question. Down on the ground, the picture isn't any prettier. The rain has flooded the foundation of the hydraulic room that will house the coaster's launch system, the heart and soul of the ride. The crew works overtime pumping the water out. The clock is ticking, and it seems the hole just gets deeper and deeper. Finally, after a lengthy setback, the storm clouds clear. The crews will now have to work extra hours to try and recoup precious lost time.
Mother Nature's not been very kind to us. We've had problems. We've had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of wind. Yesterday we had fog so bad we couldn't see the top of the tower from the bottom. The cold's not so bad, but the wind is killing us. We're behind where we want to be, but we're working hard to get caught up.
A few weeks later, it appears their frantic pace has paid off. The 3,118-foot-long track is taking shape. They're nearly halfway there. The team is about to achieve an important milestone. The topping off of the Camelback, the second highest point on the coaster. This 129-foot hill is designed to give riders a last burst of airtime, lifting them from their seats as they crest the Camelback and head for the finish. Its completion gives the crew a boost in morale, but they know they are a long way from the end. Looming in the background is a reminder of bigger challenges to come. The completion of the record-breaking 456-foot tower. If they are to have any hope of finishing the project on schedule, they need to top off this main tower by year's end. Time for a reality check. There are now only 20 shopping days till Christmas. When the crews break for the holidays, they have more than 100 feet to go. And with every foot higher, the task becomes more difficult.
Right now, with days like today, it's a bit in question, honestly. We're going to keep pushing hard to make that happen, give everyone an early Christmas present, but it's going to be tight, really tight.
Then, almost on cue, Mother Nature interferes. A wicked winter storm blows in. Temperatures plummet along with the crew's spirits. The wind chill is 15 below zero. The force of the winds is too strong, grounding the cranes. Once again, progress on the main tower is frozen. They have no option but to wait out the storm. Throughout December, work on the tower moves in fits and starts. The storm eases. They rush to the cranes and attempt to secure another piece of track in place. Then the winds pick up, and the vicious circle begins again. It's a frustrating, expensive process.
Anytime we have a hiccup or a slowdown in the field, it's an awful lot of money and time wasted.
As they inch their way up to the 400-foot mark, they are in hallowed roller coaster airspace. Only Top Thrill Dragster at 420 feet stands between them and the record. Engineering at this altitude is extreme. There is one silver lining. The unfinished structure is holding solid against the full force of the storms. Standing near the New Jersey coast, Kingda has to be built to withstand hurricane force, over 100-mile-per-hour winds. For extra reinforcement, there are catwalks that serve as lateral braces in the arch of the tower. As the workers look down from their perch, at 397 feet, the magnitude of the project begins to sink in. In spite of the setbacks, they are now only one rung away from topping it off. Now, just 2 shopping days until Christmas, there is hope. They schedule the topping off of the tower for the last week of the year. Once that last piece is bolted into place, Kingda will take the title of the tallest roller coaster in the world. But the New Year's celebration isn't to be. Another cold front moves in, and the crews are sent home for a bittersweet holiday. The only thing that is clear about Kingda's schedule is that making their April deadline to launch the ride will be an uphill battle. And every inch of progress will be hard-earned.
We've been trying to get it topped out for a little while now, and weather's been pushing us back between wind and rain and fog. We've been having a rough go of it.
The topping off is postponed until the new year. When it finally happens, it will be the crowning moment in coaster history. If the final arching piece of track is even half an inch off on either side, the Top Hat Tower will have to be reconfigured. With the media and coaster fans watching, will this, the most important piece of the puzzle, be a perfect fit? The hopes of the engineers and the fate of Kingda hang in the balance. Trouble rolls in. Will Mother Nature spoil the crowning moment for this super coaster? Now return to Megastructures Ultimate Roller Coaster. Engineers are working overtime trying to top off the soaring 456-foot record-breaking tower of Kingda
We're going to have to make the top first.
and capture the record of the tallest roller coaster on Earth. It's now mid-January 2005. A horrible streak of winter storms has delayed this critical event by nearly a month. Today, the engineers are determined to make it happen, no matter what the weather. The crowd gathers early in the morning. The media has been invited in force. Cameras and eyes are trained on the top of the structure to witness this historic moment when Kingda is crowned the king of the coasters.
Sure, we'll be talking this loud so you can get over.
Unfortunately, there's a new dilemma. Fog is looming all around the top of the tower. The crews can't believe their bad luck. The crane operator's vision must be clear for this delicate operation. Will the engineers have to send everyone home and reschedule yet again? They decide to go for it, hoping the fog will lift just long enough to fit the final piece in place.